I'm a bad, bad person.
What?
I didn't get anything killed.
She totally just fed me to the trash.
Oh boy.
I told him we could take it, and he pulled, and I ran off around the corner.
You're a bad friend.
Love it. I'm gonna need to summon.
Is that coming right now?
I'm out of range.
Thank you.
Alright, that should be everybody. I'll be right back.
Oh, now I get it.
What?
Yep, of course.
I got the prosperity proc.
Oh.
Just a heads up. My wife's got something going on. I don't know what it is, but I may have to dip out at some point.
Alright.
Raid's more important.
Yeah, she
I
should
mean-
know that already.
I mean, I'm here like 5 nights a week. So, I mean, you're right, and I believe, I try to live my life that way. The raid's more important. Sometimes you do have to compromise.
True.
Negative.
Your cookies are terrible. What are you talking about?
Amazing. I know you love them.
They taste like poo. They're poo cookies. And you make me eat them, and I don't like it. I hate it. Cat cookies.
Sure. Let's go ahead and start killing some trash. Definitely got most people here. A couple people stay back and summon APOC.
I'm loading in.
We already got him one.
He's a slow DK. He needs to pick up the pace.
If only that were an easy option.
Or an option at all.
True.
He has Wraith Walk. He'll be fine.
I must get closer.
We give him like a power scooter to make him go faster.
Sure. That's funny.
Something really weird happened to me
I
today.
need to target something first.
You had feelings?
No.
I should be
No,
cross
I was on my
over your
warrior,
brutal attacks upon my underlings.
Figured I'd pug some keys or whatever.
I must admit, you provide
I started out with a 2,
entertainment.
and I pugged my 2 all the way to a
Perhaps you
10.
dine out well. You
And
do
then-
show great
So I was like,
potential.
alright, I got a 10 freehold, right?
Enough games, Azshara. This shall
Alright.
be the final day of
And
your
I
twisted
queued up, and then,
reign.
the pug, or whatever, LFR, or whatever. And I got a group of 4 people. And we +2 to 10.
Nice.
Wow.
That has never happened to me in a pug before.
The best time to pug keys is at the beginning of the week or earlier in the
Yep.
week, because you always get people that are going to be like better geared and
Know what they're doing.
yeah.
I don't know how to
Yeah, but I
10.
mean, I went from a +2, +3 to 2, then I +3 to 5, and then I +2 to 8, and now +2 to 10, like back to back to back. I've never had that happen.
Were those with all different groups or the same group for most of it?
All different groups.
Nice.
Like I said, the last one was already as a tank, a healer, and 2 DPS, and I was the carry. It's crazy. Oh, and they were the Gallywicks and Ragnaros, like the South American
Oh.
servers. Yeah,
Rag's a merge server, so you get some really good players on there.
sometimes. Sometimes you get some really awful ones.
Like they have some of the best PvP players in the continent. Crazy. Like if you ever do like rated battlegrounds or arenas, just raid whenever you come across them.
Yeah, I don't PvP, so that's how I solved that.
Come, my loyal servants, greet our guests. After all, they traveled such a long
Oh,
way to
DJ.
pay us a visit.
I also got the shark splitter.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Pretty sweet. Got 435 version.
We got a pull of guys coming from down.
I'm out.
It came from below somehow.
Sorry, I accidentally fell off.
Good to know.
That was
I feel like-
interesting.
I feel like DJ pulling aggro.
I feel like that was like a trash master thing.
What's up?
Congrats on the kills yesterday, by the way.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, kinda hate I couldn't be here.
Still think it's really silly, like how much harder Ashvane is compared to
Yeah.
Gorgonzola. Like he's just so easy.
Too far away.
Yeah, I think the order of the bosses is a little off in this
Yeah,
raid.
skewed.
Yeah.
Because it, like, even the first boss, it really just feels a little out of place.
Well, like I guess they did that intentionally, even on Mythic, to like prevent what was going on in battle, where people could like farm the first boss or whatever.
That was great.
Huh,
Yeah, locked one.
I guess.
I love how you called him Gorgonzola like cheese.
Oh, I know, right? It's.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. What is that? Orgazoa or whatever?
Orgazola.
I'm
Oatmeal.
Gorgonzola is better.
Oh yeah.
Orzo pasta?
Orzo.
Orzo. Uzo.
Pine tar.
I'm logging in, by the way. It's just taking a little bit of time.
I see you. I'll get a
You
stop
see
on
me,
that.
but I don't see anything on the screen yet. So
We're in combat, so no stall.
that's fine. I'm in Narst. I butchered that.
So
You're in the place
FYI,
you need to be.
you don't have to go all the way around. Apparently, you can just jump down from the entrance.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I'm logging in now.
too far away.
Wonder what will happen. The trash will pull during the fight, or what? Exciting.
Started it if it was left on the ramps.
What's the next boss?
Nothing
We're at
bad
Queen's Court.
happened.
Queen's Court.
Okay.
I require a target.
I mean, we are leaving the other side up, right? So you could probably
Yeah,
just,
we
probably
did
could
it in normal.
just jump down and not deal
I
with
think
all
you
this.
would just avoid all that stuff you guys killed going around.
But then we wouldn't get BOEs.
Very true.
Oh, I didn't even realize that they were up
We
already.
didn't even get BOEs.
Yeah, that's what got pulled from the
Ah.
bottom, was somebody stepped too close to the edge and it triggered the ads down here.
Yeah, two guys spawned here and then they ran up the ramp for you guys. These two just spawned a few seconds ago. When you guys killed the trash.
Well, to your point, you're not going to get BOEs if you don't kill trash. So you have to kill the trash to get BOEs. It's like playing the lottery. You're not going to win if you don't have a ticket.
And if you don't kill them, they're just gonna be standing over there with all the BOE is on.
They're just going to look at you. And they're
Okay,
gonna
and how many BOEs did you guys get from that trash?
You have to play like the ultra version of the lottery, where like the lottery ticket like flies through the wind and like lands in your hand, and it's the winning lottery ticket too.
Hey,
Look.
that's
If
just
only it
happened.
were that easy.
It's the
Alright,
trash.
so we'll go ahead. It's 8 o'clock, so I'll go over this fight real fast.
Dare you interrupt our bullshit session with your raid strategy?
Sure, why not? Alright, so just a quick overview of it. Bosses have to be tanked apart. Kashmir is going to be kind of where she's at now, and Sylvaz is going to be in the tank swap around 8 stacks. When Kashmir's tank has 8 stacks, bosses have to be killed at the same time. I'll toss another marker down for the frenetic charge. In normal, we didn't really have to worry about it too much. In heroic, we're definitely going to have to worry about it. So when you get frenetic charge, go over towards the X, and we need to stack on that person, otherwise they will get run the hell over and destroyed. We stack under Sylvaz during Zealous Eruption. We get away from Kashmir during Violent Outburst. Potent Sparks. On Heroic, when it expires or is killed, it applies a 5-second debuff, which increases the damage taken from the next one by 100%. So don't kill them all at the same time. They'll automatically mark. I think we did diamond, star, and then left the last one alone. So it'll be the same thing as long as those marks are the same, which I believe they will. So when the potent sparks go up, diamond, star, and then don't worry about the last one. We'll just let it go off when it expired. Azshara's decrees, we'll follow those. They are every 45 seconds instead of every minute. So just make sure you're following what she's telling you to do. The main ones are the stack, the spread, making sure we soak the march, the little purple circles when she says march. Those are very important, otherwise those will destroy us. And then if you've got the one that you stand still or you move, make sure to follow that as well. That's really about it between normal and heroic. We will hero when the first boss hits 20%, and then we'll try and even out the DPS at that point when we hero. Remember, frenetic charge, go to the X, and then if you get the other debuff, trying to remember what that one's called. There's another debuff that you need to get out for. Just make sure you get out for that. I'll grab
The fanatical verdict.
Yes, fanatical verdict. Thank you. That's when you just need to get out and
get away from everyone.
Get away from everyone. Use a damage reduction cooldown if you have one.
And you might save. You might have to solo absorb a frenetic charge too. I'm not sure. Especially with the
It's almost a mil frost damage. So you have to soak it. Multiple people.
Only if you have like a 100% immunity can you survive by yourself.
Yep. So mages, hunters. Well, that's more or less.
Non-existent paladins.
Yeah. You guys can solo it. If you get it, just call out solo. That way we know. Otherwise, everyone needs to be stacking on those.
there might just be some extra damage if decrees happen at the same time.
Yep. We'll deal with those when it happens. So make sure you guys get your food buff. And Gravity said he was good. So tanks on you.
We'll swap at 8 stacks on the Peshmar's touch, by the way. That way we'll have a little bit of time in case we miss a taunt or whatever.
Alright, and I'll try to keep track, but yesterday I was having a hard time. Some of your debuffs that normally show up were showing up and some were not. I'm not sure if LVUI is glitching or what the issue was, but I couldn't see some of your debuffs yesterday. So I may need you to call out when you get 8.
Yeah, I'll call.
0.20.
Yeah, that's the newest LVUI.
I checked right before I logged in, and it said it was up to date. So, because I used the downloader they got.
Yeah, you should be good. If I'll call for it though. As soon as I hit 8 stacks, I'll say switch. So.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready.
You still want Sylvan's tanked in the middle of the room?
Yes. Or just try and keep them equal health there. I'll be calling them out. Sparks. Do the diamond and the star. Get on those. And form ranks is coming up. Range, get in the circles. Okay, we can kill the next one. Make sure you get in the circle. And leave that last spark alone. In the circles.
Alright, swap.
Zealous Eruption. Stay near Sylvas. Repeat performance. That means you can't double up on spell. Frenetic Charge. Robin, you got that?
Can't
Pull up.
Alright, I can see your read debuffs on this one. You got 6.
Fanatical Verdict out. Violent Outburst away from Pashmar.
And swap.
Spreads coming up. Stand alone. Sparks. Diamond Star. And leave the last spark. Good job keeping them even.
Pageant grows tiresome. I command you to provide more entertainment.
And swap.
Charge.
Too far away.
Oh, ow.
The spark went off at the wrong time.
Darius up. Zealous Eruption. Stack on Sylvas. Need to be inside that circle during Zealous Eruption. Obey or suffer.
Obey my edicts or suffer the consequences.
Frenetic Charge.
And swap.
Violent Outburst. And Sparks are up. Diamond Star. Fanatical Verdict is coming up. Form ranks.
I command you to provide more.
Oh, we didn't get him in time. Let's go ahead and wipe it up. So, we got to be real quick on those, soaking the form ranks. Other than that, I think it was pretty good for a first poll, especially because we haven't seen it in a while.
Now I forgot. As tanks, are we supposed to charge out of Pashmir's big circle, or do we take the hit?
No, you can get out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know she followed me. I wasn't sure if that was a bad move or not.
Yeah, if he does his shield and you're tanking Pashmar, like don't go in there because we can't damage either of them at that point. And this is kind of a DPS race.
Sylvas will, whenever she does, or when Pashmar does her big damage thing, you can get out of that, but when Sylvas does his bubble thing, you don't need to go into that. You can just keep tanking Pashmar where she's at, and just take the damage.
Yeah, that's not as big of a deal there.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wasn't sure if I was supposed to run out of her violent outburst or not. But yeah, I can do it. I'll just run her along the wall if I have to get out of it.
Well,
Yeah, hers.
She doesn't
Her,
move.
yeah, hers you can get out of because she doesn't move whenever she's casting that. So
Can we get a fort buff?
Well, yeah, she just chased me right after she cast it because I wasn't back to her
right.
yet.
Yeah, you just charge back to her and you'll be fine.
All right, tanks on you.
Five, four, three, two, one. Off with their heads!
All right, potent sparks are coming up here first in 5. And sparks. Diamond star. Form ranks.
Obey my edicts or suffer the consequences. I shall strike you down.
Form ranks.
And swap.
Form ranks coming up. Getting the last one. Zealous eruptions coming up. Peak performance.
Or suffer the consequences.
Item is still
Frenetic charge on West. You don't want to bring that into the group because it drops a pool. You want to take that out to the X. I've got a nice swirly right where the boss is.
And swap.
Violent outburst.
I must get closer.
Potent sparks coming up. And spread. Potent sparks. Diamond and star. Go ahead and get Wes up. Fanatical verdict coming up.
Swap.
Alright. If you have to move, move. Frenetic charge. Zealous eruption with the boss. Yep.
I'm down.
We don't have
More
enough.
people in that kinetic charge.
Yeah. We had enough in the charge. I don't know what went off at the same time.
The
It's a wipe.
spark.
Let's go and wipe it. We don't have. Just go stand in the little pools.
I am wary of this farce. Obey my
Which is why I think we need more in the Fnatic charge because that dropped everybody low and then the spark went off.
Plus, it was deferred sentence too. It was like 250k.
What was that?
Deferred sentence went off too, right at the same time. It's like for another 57.
Yeah. So deferred sentence is a personal one. So if you stood still instead of move during that, you'll when the stack expires, you'll take damage corresponding to how many stacks you had. So during deferred sentence, you need to move. Otherwise, you'll take a heck of a lot of damage.
Yeah, you just keep dancing and it won't build up.
Yep. And then obey or suffer is basically if you take damage, you're immune to healing for 5 seconds. And then the other two, so were form ranks, and repeat performance and standalone. So I think those are pretty good. Did pretty well on the form ranks that time. Make sure with the deferred sentence that you keep moving. I'll try and call it out this time. Alright, tanks on you. Potent sparks coming up. And they're up. Diamond Star. Form ranks is coming next. Everyone near Sylvaz, get ready for that. Move to the circles. Next form ranks coming up now.
Swap.
And there'll be one more. Alright, Zealous Eruptions coming up.
Spark's about to go off.
Repeat performance. Kinetic charge on Merton. Guy's pocket. Good, we'll just take him out like that.
Swap.
And then Violent Outburst coming up. Potent Sparks. And Standalone. Sparks. Diamond Star.
Not solo.
Fanatical Verdict.
Swap.
Good job on that. Deferred Sentence is coming up. Deferred Sentence, make sure you're moving. Keep your stacks low. Frenetic Charge.
Guys, if you're gonna do an immune to that, y'all need to call it.
Yeah. Let's
Swap.
Sarevok up. Obey your. Frenetic Charge on Arna.
Oh boy.
Oh, Sparks.
Good. Sparks. Violent Outburst. Form ranks, get in the circles. Alright. Frenetic Charge, and the next form.
Swap.
And next stack coming up. Stack. Fanatical Verdict is coming up. Or not. Repeat performance. Zealous are up. Fanatical.
The arena again.
Swap.
More on Kashmir. Potent sparks.
Yep. Sparks are up. Standalone's coming up.
I command you to provide
Violent outburst. Frenetic charge.
It's on Wes.
I must get closer.
Swap.
Let's get Biz up.
I shall strike you down.
Deferred sentence. Keep moving.
Obey my edicts or suffer the consequences.
Frenetic charge.
On West.
Ah. Zealous eruption. Get to Sylvas. And we need a lot more DPS on Pashmar. It's alright, it's a wipe. Go ahead and wipe it up.
I am weary of this farce. Obey my edicts or suffer the consequences.
Yeah, if you guys get the frenetic charge and you can use an immunity, please call that out.
'Cause we lost like 4 people because they ran over to help the person using the immunity.
That was better that time. We'll just need a little more practice on it. I think we'll be.
Guys, I'm sorry. I have to drop out. My kid just got really hurt.
Okay.
Oh,
Did the sparks come from the same place every time?
The sparks? They're fairly.
One thing that I would request from the tanks, if you have a phonetic, or not a phonetic charge, but one of those potent sparks right by the boss, we can just kind of move the boss over to where the spark is at. That way we can do a bit of cleave.
Are we not prioritizing the spark next to the boss first?
They automatically get marked, so it's just diamond then.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just always cleaving the one next to the boss first and then going on to the next one.
No, they automatically get marked, and it's just easiest. That way everyone knows diamond, star, and they just go.
Okay, we can move the boss to the first one to cleave it down then, and kind of move the boss around.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion.
I actually read that in Wowhead today. I was like, oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Cleave.
Yeah, everyone I had watched, they just cleave down the most immediate one and then move around.
Well, I'm putting the bulk of my DPS into Pashmar just because she seems to be the forgotten child here.
Yeah, it was 20 and 40% by the time we wiped, so I'm trying to even it out. I wasn't really looking at it at that point. I was trying to call things out. So
it's pretty chaotic, man.
It is. I'll get a little better as we go. Try and get the frenetic charges around the X. It just that way when it pops up, everyone just runs to the X unless someone calls out, immunity or whatever. Sparks in 3. And sparks are up. Marked.
Too far away.
We don't need to be moving past mark. Over. Circles.
I command you to provide
I'm out of range.
And next soak. We have one more soak coming up.
Swap.
And next soak. Job Zealous Eruptions coming up. Then Fanatical Verdict. Zealous Eruption. Move to Silvaz. Yeah, Fanatical Verdict. Get to the outside there. Repeat performance. Frenetic charges.
It's on Lorena.
It's good. Quite as far as I'd like it, but it's fine. Fanatical Verdict.
Swap.
And spells are done. Violent Outburst. Potent Sparks coming in 3. Spread coming. Standalone. And Sparks. Neck charge on Merton.
Ice blocking.
Ice blocking. Oh wow, that didn't work.
Too far away.
Alrighty then. Guess we all get a stack, huh?
Did he use it maybe too soon? It expired before it when he got.
No. Ice block lasts a hot minute. Alright.
Why are people DPSing circle? Stop DPSing
Get
circle.
the diamond or the star.
Circle
Swap.
Leave circle alone. If circle goes off, we're dead. Like that. Wipe it.
It don't rely on the position of the spark. Look at the marker for it.
Circle should never be DPS.
Hey, Grease, if you got a spark right next to you right there, and it's like either purple or yellow, just kind of move the boss over a little bit. That way we can get some cleave on it.
Hey Meg, can you call out just boss percentages, like each 5 or 10%? That way we know where we're looking on the bosses. I'm trying to do call outs on other.
For sure.
And I guess the ice block doesn't work. So,
It did
we'll
the
just-
last fight, but not that one. So that's weird.
Did he cast it too soon, or?
I don't
That's
think
what I'm
so.
thinking.
No.
Maybe
Maybe
cast it
too late.
soon, and it expired right at the time that he got hit.
No,
It
it
lasts
shouldn't
30
expire. He might have casted it while he was charging, though. Maybe that affected.
No, he had it up. It was. How much does it absorb?
It's a
Should be
full.
everything.
Yeah, it's a full immunity.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget if you're standing in the puddle too, you take damage afterwards.
I don't know. It was like it.
Yeah, the puddle's
he
not that
definitely
much
got
though.
That's what
So-
killed me when I
Alright.
was going to soak it.
Maybe it was a. Maybe it was just like a bug or something.
Fluke.
All right.
I think I'm gonna move my DPS over to Pashmir. She seems to be going down a little bit slow.
Yeah, it was the frenetic charge that got you though. It hit you for a lot. Like
Right. That's why I was kind of confused.
573k overkill. That's yeah.
A lot.
The last fight I ice blocked, there were a bunch of people standing on me, so it might have been soaked.
Yeah. Let's just plan on soaking that. And then I changed the markers around. I'm gonna try and drop markers on where the sparks are. Skull and an X on where the sparks are, and hopefully they spawn pretty much in the same location. I think they were. That way we can just plan on doing that.
It's important to note on the sparks, they still needed to be destroyed at least 5 seconds apart.
Yeah.
Because
that's why we didn't want to take that third one, or the circle. That's what killed.
like even Diamond and Star, if they get blown up at the same time through cleave damage, they'll kill the raid.
Yeah, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm basically not pulling off, like, as soon as the sparks pop up, I stay on Sylvis, and I'm just kind of letting Comet drag him around, and I just cleave onto whatever spark he's right next to, and it seems to be working pretty good.
I just
All right.
That's all
Thanks.
I do.
On you.
Whatever
Yeah,
I'm
we
pointing
can
at.
just follow Sylvaz around for the sparks. I think that's probably a good plan. And sparks coming up. Alright, we'll just go with where Comet's pulling them, so X.
Oh no, bunch of us were on Skull. This could be rough. Pull off your pets, too. Alright, you're...
Soak.
Swap.
We missed a circle.
Yeah, nobody was on it. I tried to get them, but I couldn't.
Soak. We'll see if the skull and the X on the next circle or right. If so, we'll just plan on that. Zealous Erupt. Fanatical Verdict, just stay out of range if you can. Repeat performance. Frenetic Charge. Stack on Raven here. It's good, we'll just plan on doing that every time. That was perfect.
Swap.
Fanatical Verdict. Violent Outburst coming up. And Potent Sparks coming up here. Sparks and Spread. Alright, Sparks. Going with the skull first. Then the X.
You want West up?
Let's get West up. Yeah. Yeah, if I miss a Fanatical Verdict, whoever gets it, please call it out. That way we can stack. And yeah, we'll stack on that one, even though it says stay split.
Swap.
Fanatical Verdict.
Frenetic Charge.
Frenetic Charge on Eve. We'll try and get that out next time. Zealous Eruption. Okay. You gotta get inside this one, otherwise it'll kill you pretty quick. Obey Your Suffers coming up. Obey or Suffer.
Swap.
There's one where you take damage. Kinetic Charge and Heals. Violent Outburst. And Sparks are up. You take damage. You, at this point, you're not able to be healed until this goes off.
Need a little more on Sylvaz, about 5% difference.
Yeah, I'm moving
Full
back.
ranks.
To the middle.
Kinetic Charge on right.
Ranks still, ranks.
Rank.
Yeah.
$20 seconds on a
Yeah,
beat.
that one sucks. Yep.
Ranks in the back.
B-res on me if you can get it.
We have
15 seconds.
Fanatical verdicts, get away. Three seconds.
Get him.
Is he mind controlled?
Yep.
Greasy is mind controlled. Alright, let's go ahead and wipe it.
Probably want to keep a couple pocket B-reses for the tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I needed Wes up though.
Because, I mean, if a tank goes down, then it's just gonna be a wipe as soon as we hit 10 stacks of the MC buff. Like, if we're already at 8 and a tank dies, then you only got, like, maybe 6 or 7 seconds before we go to a wipe.
That's a good point. Trying to find out a good way to do that frenetic charge when we have form ranks as well.
Assign.
Yeah, I was gonna say just ranged should soak it, and make sure that you, when you see it, you go to square. I'm gonna go ahead and just clear those markers for the trying to think.
The sparks.
For the
DDM.
sparks, and then we'll just follow around the tank. So whichever one's closest, tank just pulls them to. DPS just cleave whichever one's closest to the tank.
Is there a reason the square has to be so far out? There's a lot of DPS run across.
That's the area you're going for. Is you don't have to get straight to the marker, just go out that way. That way everyone knows where to, the area where to stack. I can move it in a little bit to make it a little easier.
That's what I'm saying is if everybody's going for the square but you don't make it there, if we move it in a little bit, does it need to be that far?
It really doesn't matter. It's as long
That's
as
what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter. You can see the person with the big blue swirly coming out of the group, and you just jump on them, and the goal is to get as far out as you can because those swirlies don't go away the whole fight.
Yeah, the square is just a reference point. It's not like exactly where it's going to drop.
Because you can't like stack multiples on it, right? You'll die. So you want to go towards the square and just stack it in that general area over time. That way, everyone knows where to go, where to move for it.
You're good. I was just asking, so you're good.
All right, tank's on you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off with their heads!
Sparks. Put a circle on, put markers on the tanks, you guys can follow them around. Form ranks coming up. Stack on the circles there.
I'm out of range.
Form rank.
So.
More rank.
Swap.
And if you've got Fanatical Verdict, don't stack on those. You'll eat everyone up. Zealous Eruption's coming up. Zealous Eruption. And Fanatical Verdict. Spells once. Frenetic Charge.
Charge, get that out.
Peshmark.
Or DPS on Passion.
Swamp.
Yep, Pashmar 7.
Fanatical Verdicts, get out. Violent Outburst coming up. And then Sparks are next. Sparks coming up now. And Spread as well. Sparks. Frenetic Charge.
I must get closer.
Alright, back on the Spark. Leave the Spark alone if you're not on the tank, or if you're not on the Sylvaz.
We're on Peshmark still.
What's she at?
Swap.
70.
She's at 69. 5%.
Don't target Star.
Fanatical Verdict on
Star's gonna die.
Frenetic Charge. Frenetic Charge is up now. Zealous Eruption.
They're even.
Obey or Suffers coming up next. That's the healing one. Try not to take damage during that one. Frenetic Charge in 5. Obey or Suffers up.
Swap.
Frenetic Charge on Riot.
I must get
Violent Outburst.
Potent Sparks.
Yep. Potent Sparks. And get out Fanatical Verdict. Okay, Form Ranks is coming up next. Form Ranks in 2. Make sure to pay attention to where it is. Get in the
What are we
circles.
going for? Which one?
Diamond. Diamond's close.
Get off the Star.
Frenetic Charge on Riot.
Form rank still.
Ranks by
Ranks.
Pashmar.
I'm out of range.
Swap.
What?
And Form Ranks is going to be one more time now.
Get that eruption out.
Alright, Fanatical Verdicts coming up, along with Zealous Eruption and Repeat Performance. Repeat Performance,
Get into the boss.
Zealous Eruption,
More on Sylvas, by the way.
Yep.
Meg's calling it out.
Kinetic.
Frenetic Charge on Riot. And this guy likes you, Day, don't he?
Swap.
Alright, they're even.
Fanatical Verdict, get out. Standalone's coming up.
Which one we going?
Oh,
Stuck circle?
Sparks.
Get circle.
It's under that thing, so cleave as you can. Violent Outburst.
Next one after that.
Diamond.
Get Diamond. It's next to
Frenetic
Pashmar.
Charge.
Diamond.
More on Pashmar.
Where are we heroing?
20%.
20%.
Okay.
Deferred Sentence is coming up. That's when we have to keep moving.
Swap.
The other Sparks going off.
Alright,
What's
keep
Pashmar
moving.
at?
They're even.
23. Sylvaz has 1 million.
Keep moving. Do not stand still for very long, otherwise you take a lot of damage. Frenetic Charge.
Robin, can you get it? Guess not.
He's-
It doesn't block the damage.
Healers, I'm about to take a lot of damage.
At 20.
At 20. Hero.
Yeah, we all took a lot of damage.
A lot of damage on me.
Hero.
I'm down. Need a rest.
Heroes.
Here's Comet and get
Heroes
area.
Ariasa.
I've got Pashmar again.
Sparks are up.
Oh. Go to Diamond. Right here.
Fanatical Verdict. Stay out. And Frenetic
Then
Charge.
go to Circle.
A little more on
On
Peshawar.
Riot.
A little more on
Sparks.
A little more on Pashmar.
Pashmar's a million
Violent
behind.
Outburst. Form ranks.
Get the ranks.
More on Peshawar.
Next
For
soak
everybody
coming
kill.
up now. Soak the next soak.
Swamp.
And the next soak is now. Make sure you get them all.
They're even a little bit.
Yep, they're even.
Fanatical Verdict, get out.
Peak performance coming up. What's Pashmar at?
They're even.
7.
Pashmar's a
Peak
hair behind.
performance.
I command you to provide more.
Stay frosty.
5.
Eruption.
Zealous Eruption.
Range stay on Pashmar.
4.
Spark.
Big heals on Greasy.
2 million each.
Swap Greasy.
Do you just
Wanna
want to
Frenetic
focus boss?
Charge on Grease.
A little more on Peshawar.
Are we doing sparks or ignoring them?
No,
Pashmar needs a
kill
milli
boss.
power.
Get the bosses.
Big damage.
Get Peshawar.
Good job.
Peshawar.
Mission.
Good job.
Great job, guys.
Or
Great
suffer the
job.
consequences.
please.
Go ahead and release since it's right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Preparations are nearly complete.
Such a long run. I'm slow.
I await your arrival below.
So slow too.
Okay, I'll need to summon back. I'm gonna go get my ring.
Ooh, I got a ring. Bonus roll though. It's really nice. Wow.
Yeah.
How many reliquaries do you need for the next rank? For the second rank?
20. You need 18 for rank 2,
Yeah,
36
18.
for rank 3.
Okay, I'm not far away.
Mage's Portal to Borealis would be great for those that need to go. Is that up for?
Yes.
Okay. There's a offhand up for roll. That was good. It's good job, guys. That one's fairly chaotic. It reminds me of Conclave.
Yeah.
A little, yeah.
But at least there's not a lot of changes between normal and heroic.
Yeah, easier than Conclave overall.
Hey, Sean, if you guys are breaking, can I get an invite back?
Yeah.
The silence doesn't last as long as the polymorph.
Thank you. Sorry, little one hit her head and there was blood and it was just bad.
Yeah, when they hit the head, the blood comes out of the head a lot faster than it should.
Are they okay?
It does. And I was like, I can't just leave this one to the dad.
To the dad.
To the dad.
DJ wants to know if she's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she's
what's
okay.
important there.
Alright, good.
It wound up being a small cut that just looked a lot worse.
While you're out, you guys can repair if you left or
I
whatever.
could have done that, but I came back. I got you.
We can get summons out for people as well to get back.
Tell you what though, once we get to rank 3 of the condensed life force for DPS, it's gonna be amazing.
That and the what is it? The flame for your miner, like that's like currently OP at the moment.
Oh, the Crucible Flame is OP.
Yeah, once you get rank 3, you can't do it at rank 2.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get rank 3 at when your heart gets to 60. I'm halfway there, 59 right now.
I'm at 57. Yeah, because it can stack up 3 times the measure that is. Gets crazy.
Yeah, that's the current meta. I wonder what when we get to 65, what the secondary one's gonna be. I think it's just gonna be class based.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm using the Vision of Perfection as my my secondary. Like that way I get like crazy. Like my recklessnesses are like 40 to 30 seconds.
Need to get a ring enchant.
We might have some in the bank. I had tried.
We do. I haven't grabbed it yet.
Yeah, and if you guys want to help out, and you have like all these greens that you don't know what to do with, what I've been doing is I toss them in the front tab, and Trowski's making gold off that shit for the guild.
Yeah, it gets DE'd or whatever as well, so we have getting enchanting mats.
The goal is to have enough enchant mats that you guys will never have to use the AH for it, because we'll just have them all in the bank and just grab what you need.
Yeah, the Ashvane's like significantly harder than both of those bosses.
Yeah, but you figure once we get like the deeps up and everyone gives the proper trinkets and the proper Azurite essences.
Oh yeah, she's
like,
gonna go down quick.
Yeah, we can just pop hero in the second phase 2 and just nuke her down real quick. So the fight will be a joke.
I'm still fairly underpowered, so getting there though.
All right, let's get moving towards Ugly. Get summons out as well.
And if you guys are lacking behind on the gear, we do run Mythic Plus on Friday and Saturday. I would suggest getting in on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and make it this week.
I'm out of range.
I was in the shrine earlier.
Red, be slow on dispelling those healers because it hurts.
It's alright, I popped command trap grid.
So commanding.
One at a time. 1, 2, 3.
Ow.
Yay, ring of friendship.
So, let's see. Wes, you're 1, Riot, you're 2, Eve, you're 3 on those dispels. Ow.
I never have.
I don't think we dispelled any of them that time.
Nope.
I think 3 of them went off at the same time.
Against the splat.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how we were gonna do it, so.
We want to tank the little ads and the big ad apart from each other. Just
I need to target something
Should
first.
we like count 1002 and then dispel when it's our turn, or how much
I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna call out the number.
Oh, okay.
I'll just first person will just pop it, and then I'll just look at meters and I'll call out 2, 3, and then I'll do.
Gotcha.
Wes, all I heard was Eve with 3. I'm not sure which one you
That's
are.
all I remember. Wes wants you to repeat it. Sean.
I'm the last one. I'm 4.
He needs to know which one he is.
Oh, is that right?
West.
West. So it's Eve, right, and then West.
You said I was third.
Did I mix them up that time?
You did. Wes is 1. Riot is 2.
Wes is
Eve
1.
3.
Wes, you're the first one. You started off.
Hey, if you get the
Sorry,
circles around you, like, move away.
I mean, you don't dance with the mob.
No.
You don't dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Well, now that you should absolutely do.
Right? Quest Nightmares, you just gotta keep moving for that. Try and stack it as small as you can.
Well, I stacked mine in the corner, but now I'm trapped.
Where to
I
go?
was watching you trying to get out.
I require a target.
This boss is gonna be fun.
No, it's
It
not.
is. The
Fun.
the dispels though, if it's anything like the normal, there's less than on the trash. So I think we'll be alright. This trash will be fun though.
I got the big one.
I'm already back out. Focus order.
That's my pickup line in the bar. This trash will be
2.
fun. Nothing? Nobody?
3.
Watch out, Mez. The slam's coming.
I was feared. There's nothing I could do.
I'm just dumb.
I feel you're under it.
1.
Think under that, guys.
So, ooh.
Too far away.
Did you say under rot?
Mm-hmm.
What's under rot?
So pull ads that don't need to be pulled?
Only the
Right.
ones.
1.
I'm out of range.
Oh wow.
Notice
1
bells.
or all of them at the same time. I mean, hey, it
That's fine.
works, right?
It's effective that way. Saves time.
Yeah,
Sure,
we do
that's-
a mass dispel.
Yikes.
I'm good with that. I mean, as long as we want to die.
Yeah, I got health zones. We're good.
All right, 1, 2. Yeah, you gotta do them faster than that, I guess.
Tron, I like how your transcendence is still upstairs.
I'm out of range.
Mine?
Yeah.
No, that's
1.
comments.
Oh, is the
2.
comments? Okay.
Didn't even make it back to the fight before I died.
Going the wrong way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just ferry me so you can be on top, DJ.
That's exactly.
2.
Oh,
Alright.
how about that?
Just let the last one go.
I'm out
Yeah.
of range.
Magic shout.
I
We're
must
good.
get closer.
Right?
Too far away.
So I was in the Shrine of Storm earlier. I think we had like 100 deaths in the entire run.
Only 100? Let me tell you a story here.
I need to target something first.
And we had
I
a
once-
warlock that refused to interrupt on the second boss and the last boss.
I ran an under route one day. 184 deaths.
I feel like anytime you're that close to making an even 200, you just have to push.
Go for it, yeah.
At that point, I was like, I might as well finish it now.
Principle of the matter. We know about that, don't we, Comet?
Yes, we do. I was like, yeah, we're almost to 100. Come on.
What was it? I think one group in Freehold had all melee and they had like 80 deaths on the third boss.
Surely she knows we would never let that monster
The shark dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was like when the 10s first came out. Like that was like the first 10 that anyone had done.
All right, so we haven't done this boss in a while. We didn't have a ton of problems with it on normal, but just gonna go over phases. All right, abilities that occur in all phases. Tanks, you have to stay stacked on each. We're gonna stick with that heal order for Dread. Make sure we just wait a few seconds before dispelling, that way we don't blow everyone up. Tentacles will spawn from the portals on the side of the room. Make sure you dodge them. I will throw down markers for the summoners that spawn. We'll kill them in Skull X and then on horrific visions. Tanks, pick those up. Those need to be killed quickly on heroic. They spawn with 30 stacks, gathering nightmare. Each stack increases damage taken by 5%, reduce movement speed by 2%. Every 2 seconds, stack drops. If they get 0, then they transform into some other type of nightmare that we don't want to see. So kill them before their stacks drop off. The tentacle slam will also happen in the delirium realm. So DPS go into the delirium realm. You can't just sit there and go ham. You actually have to pay attention. Phase 2, the manifest nightmare. Make sure that you are 7 yards apart during that phase. That way, if it's on you or someone near you, you can get out of the way. Try and drop those puddles near the edges of the room. And basically, tanks pick up the ads, DPS burn them. Make sure Zaqual stands in the giant purple swirly. So this is phase 2, is the fear realm. And melee, stay out of the purple swirly. Phase 3 is the delirium realm one. So when he'll do some orange throw up. Once that's on the ground, DPS jump into that. When you're in it for like 5 seconds, you'll transport to delirium realm, increases your haste, and that's what you want, is to go blow them up. Be careful of the tentacles in that phase, and also be careful of cleaving your buddies, because you are hostile to everyone. Phase 4, I'll go ahead and put together a assault team. It'll probably be 2 groups and a couple healers that will go down to the fear portal to kill the summoners. Once the summoners are dead, we'll come back to the reality realm. Manic Dread is going to happen in that realm. That's how you get into the delirium realm again, is when you dispel the Manic Dread. A pool will appear under you, get out of the pool, and they'll turn orange, and then you jump back in. So the goal is in that last realm to have as many people in the delirium realm when he puts his shield up. We have to burn through the shield, otherwise he will destroy us very quickly. With the cast that he's doing, we don't want him to get that off. we also need to make sure to get the ads as quickly as possible.
They turn into big ads if we don't.
Well, those are the small ones. I'm talking the summoners. But yes, all the ads pretty much. And I will put a marker for that when they come up here.
Well, don't they like get like a buff or something like that, and then like if it hits 10, then they turn
Yep,
into the big guy?
that's
and
saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's.
All right, comment. Do you want the boss or do you want me to grab him?
I'll let you grab him.
All right.
All right.
So group 3 and 4, you guys are the kill teams. So in the last phase, when the fear portals come up, take the fear portal, go down, kill the summoners, Skull X unmarked, and then we'll go back and then go talk to what's her name, First Arcanist, Thalysra, talk to her, come back to the normal realm, and go back to the boss.
One other thing, just because I was confused about this until I was reading about it. So if you go down into the delirium realm, you're going to be taking damage. Now, if you reach 0, meaning you die, you just come back to the realm everyone else is in. So don't worry about dying when you're in the orange realm. It doesn't really matter because you just go back and then you're stunned for like 8 seconds, and the healer's got to heal you up real quick because I think you come back with 50%. But that was something I was confused with when I first was doing this fight, and was until, like I said earlier today, when I actually was reading about it.
It is also dispellable, so once you come up, healers will heal you and dispel it if they can, and then you can go back down. So, I said, for that last phase, group 3 and 4 are the kill team. I will mark I'll mark all the appropriate things. I'll put ray markers down for the Skull X and leave the one unmarked for the summoners. Make sure we get all the ads as soon as possible. We will go ahead and hero on pole. Go ahead and take an extra flask if you haven't. Everyone should have your 2-hour buff and then an extra flask because it's cauldrons.
Make it disappear, otherwise gnomes start popping out of it.
That's
true.
One other thing I wanted to mention, when you guys go down to the Delirium Realm, the tentacles that are smashing are different than the big shadow tentacles that you're normally seeing. There's actually an additional tentacle that pops up there that is the thing that slams. So you'll have the normal big shadow tentacle that goes across, and then there will be another tentacle that spawns that slams as well. And if you get hit by that other tentacle that slams, it will basically one-shot you in the Delirium Realm and pull you out, so don't get hit by that.
Does it do like a shadow thing, like basically giving you a notion of where it's about to hit?
Yeah, it does like an arc. Yeah, it does like a, you know how like a lot of stuff does that dusty arc in front of it whenever it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So it will show where it's going to hit, so you can get out of it, but...
Alright, tank's on you. I said I'll put up the markers as the ads pop up. Same dispel order. Tanks need to stay stacked.
Did you say hero on call?
Dread.
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and dispel those. Alright. Skull is on the left. Alright, they're marked. Go ahead and start killing the ads. Skull first, so it's on the... Make sure you're getting these small ads as well. Dodge the big tentacle.
Grab the one in the back.
Crushing Grasp is coming up. Job, get those horrific visions down. In the next phase. Dodge Tentacle. Coming in through the back. And get the boss on the let's take care of these ads.
If you got ads on, just come into the boss and we can cleave them down.
Dread. And 3. Crushing Grasp. Dodges coming from the left by the X.
Horrific visions are up.
Get the ads. Stage 3. Gate DPS, get in that.
Oh, I'm getting it alright.
Too far away.
Add-ons though.
Man, there's a lot of damage going out. What in the world? Crushing Grasp. Dodge. Come from the back. Alright, ads are up. Ooh, what just...
Zell never got to Zell.
Dreads. Got it. We'll need a couple pulls on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Not bad, 57% first time.
Oh, we were tearing them up in the Delirium realm. That was great.
I bet. Yep, that wasn't too bad at all. It's those markers should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and make the moon marker go away. Just Skull and X. And you could repair if you haven't.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
So now that you guys have kind of seen it again, hopefully that triggers your memory on things. I'll try and do a little better job of calling some of that stuff out.
Good old APOC and his herpes in the Delirium realm.
What?
I know you like.
APOC was giving everyone herpes in the Delirium realm.
Was not everyone.
Why you
it
gotta
was,
do that?
It was just DJ. Let me clear.
I got the herpes, so boy.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this guy down. Should be Skull and X on those fear ads or fear realm ads.
I must get closer.
Alright. Dread. 1, 2. Nope, they're not in the same places. Alright. To the left of the boss. And then we'll go to the one. Dodge the tentacle. job destroying those ads. Stage 2. Make sure to spread out.
Big circle.
Grasp again.
Dodge, get out of the middle.
I'm gonna taunt him over to these circles because my taunt will make him move faster.
Manifest nightmares. And dread, it looks like as well.
Grasp.
Nope.
Ads.
Bring the ads to the boss.
Arms on the statue.
Cleave him down.
Gripped it, you're fine.
Next, phase 3.
I got the last
Delirium.
one.
Manifest nightmares. You get a dispel on those
Grasp.
guys, get them. Manifest nightmares coming up. Wow, what is killing us?
Hysteria. We're just getting like highest stacks of hysteria.
Huh.
So maybe we need to come out at like 5-6 stacks.
It's killing everyone. I was taking a lot of damage there too. Delving into the insanity realms increases hysteria, so maybe we need to maybe we need to hold off on Hero until that phase just to push him out. That way we don't all get eaten alive by hysteria.
Probably.
There was just a absolute insane amount of damage going out.
Mm-hmm.
Twinsies.
Go ahead and get your food buff.
So it was the Unleashed Nightmare that was doing it, by the way. The Quivering Claws that he had. So we had one that didn't get taken out.
Got it.
And so we had he was doing 100% more damage from that.
That's the small ad that got big.
Yeah, exactly. So we basically, they have that 30 stacks and they lose one every 2 seconds. So you get.
We just missed it.
Yeah. So that was all.
Yep. All right. That makes sense. It definitely started eating people up. But all right, I'll do raid check and then we'll keep going on. It's not too bad initially, but does 3,000 damage a tick. It's good getting through the first couple phases.
And it stacks.
Yeah, it stacks.
Yeah. Gets out of control pretty quick.
Bayek, you good?
Another thing that actually helps a lot that I've read is if you get the specialty belt that does a ton of damage. what is it called? Was it Zanjir's Scale Guards, and it does increase damage to aberrations and Nazutar, and it's supposed to like wreck this dude.
Yep. Alright. Bayek's not in the, or he was in the inn or whatever, so we'll go ahead and pull. Yeah, there's some gloves as well that reduce shadow damage taken too.
3, 2, 1. The end approaches.
Dread. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, to the left of the boss, the skull. Then next, being back. Crushing grasp, dodge. Coming kind of down the center.
You want me to be Res West?
Yeah. Get these horrific visions down. Crushing grasp. Alright. Make sure we get the perfect visions. Alright, next phase, Fear Realm. Okay, Dread.
Grasp. Right there by the side of the portal where the boss is at.
Manifest Nightmares is coming up. Make sure you're spread. Manifest Nightmares. Crushing Grasp.
Get these little ads.
Make sure you get the little ads down. Stage 3. Let's go ahead and hero.
Wait. Give it like 5 go and then next time.
We want to get the hero before the guys go in the realm. Alright, get the ads as they're spawning here. Dreads.
Grasp right here.
Sure,
Delete
get
him
the
to
ads. Perfect visions. Man, that's just a ton of damage.
Yeah, it is.
Probably need another healer, but I don't. Alright, next phase.
Champions, I will hold open the portal to reality for as long as I can.
That item is still recharging.
Alright, let's go ahead and. Well, we'll just see how far we can go, I guess.
That's gonna be it.
Yep, that's.
Run into the shadow.
Yeah, run into the shadow.
You guys need to time your big healing cooldowns for that phase, maybe?
Enlightenment is the revel in Soth's glory.
I'm not seeing how we're supposed to mitigate hysteria.
You don't.
You do that by killing the ads quick enough.
Yeah, the ads, and then you're just gonna get stacks of it in that phase. So we get through the phase faster too.
There any reason not to have the whole raid stacked behind him to bring the ads in?
I have my statue in, so it should be. Guys, they should be coming in pretty close there.
But they're not. They're sometimes hanging out in rain, fighting other things, not your statue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if people have ads, they should be bringing them in so that the statue picks them up.
Yep. So when you get the
I can't use that item yet.
the debuff, when you get Manifest Nightmares, it spawns a horrific vision. So make sure that you pull it towards the boss, or try and get it towards the boss as you can. Your Avity, you want to go to heals?
Yeah, you just have to be spread for the Manifest Nightmares, but you can get in close enough to if you have an ad. So
Yeah, it's just insane amount of damage going out on that one. All right.
Do we have crit gem?
Crit gems? Yeah, in the bank.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Phase 1 and 2 are going good. It's just that Delirium, I don't know, maybe might be doing something wrong, but I think we're doing fine. You just gotta be faster, make sure the ads go down. Dread? 2. 3.
Raven die.
I didn't know there was no timer. I was still looking to figure out how to deal with hysteria.
Alright, summoners. Go left.
Grasp down the middle.
And then behind.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Gotta get these visions too. We got a few that are coming. Range, if you can take care of those. Crushing grab.
DJ, run to the boss, please.
Too far away.
I know. I'm trying to get you to fall through the boss.
Dread's coming up.
Fear.
Fear Realm. Crushing Grasp.
Right behind the boss.
Back. By X.
Let's get Wes up. Should we get the boss on the circle? Looks like you're pretty close. Crushing Grasp. And Manifest Nightmares.
These visions.
Manifest Nightmares and Ads.
Delirium Realm.
Delirium Realm.
Let's soak this and then we'll get over to the tear.
Should we get the these ads down? Dread 1.
Greasy's down.
Greasy's down, no res
We're
for a
done.
minute 15.
Wipe it.
Are we still planning the hero on that phase next time?
What was that?
Did we still want a hero on that phase next time? We didn't this time.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out that hysteria though.
It
So
seems like
That was much less than prior pull area, by the way.
it was. I think it has a lot to do with those ads.
Yeah, it is. We took about 12 million less. So
We did better on the ads initially.
That time though, we had a lot of people get hit by the tentacle slam, so pay attention to the tentacle.
While in the Fear Realm, the boss will cast 2 additional abilities. So it's the boss, and the raid will receive a stack of Hysteria every 15 seconds.
That's in the
deals-
Fear Realm. We were out of the Fear Realm. We were in the Delirium Realm.
yeah, the Delirium Realm is what happens is the ads will eventually turn from being like a normal horrific vision into an unleashed nightmare. And they get this ability called Quivering Claws, which increases the shadow damage from Hysteria. So it just gets like crazy high. And it only takes one of them for that to happen. So, and if there's multiple, then that's when the damage goes crazy. And that's what's...
Yep. We've been doing a pretty good job as far as ads. I'm still going to try and drop the markers, but the one left of the boss and then directly opposite the boss is kind of how it's been going. So
if you want to avoid not getting hit with that big tentacle when he calls it, make sure you're looking at the sides, and when you see the tear in reality, that's where it's coming from.
it's going to go from where it is straight through the middle of the circle. So as long as you're not standing directly in the middle between where that is and where it's going, you're all right. Tank's on you.
Also, if you don't mind being a little drunk with your character, your character's drunk, it gives you a little bit wider field of view.
But you're a monk, you're used to being drunk.
Too far away.
Right. Dread's coming up. 1, 2, 3.
Ads.
And ads. Crushing Grasp.
It's going right towards the boss.
Watch when you go past.
We got some of the small perfect visions there. Make sure we're down in those.
Wave him down.
Couple up by the boss need to get and Crushing Grasp. You're ready to dodge.
Behind the boss.
Dread's coming up. Fear Realm. We'll still get Dread. We should. Alright, Dread. Alright, 1.
Grasp.
2.
behind the boss.
3.
Yeah, that's not behind.
Alright, from my perspective, it was behind.
Everyone just gotta look. Let's get gravity. Make sure we get the ads, crushing grass.
We're good staying where we are.
Maddening eruption. And manifest nightmares. Next stage.
We heroing?
Hero. Get the ads as they spawn here. They're gonna move slow, so ranged you need to be on the ads.
You want me to grip one in?
Yeah.
There, I got you.
Let the third one just go off when it needs to, because
Grass.
sorry I didn't get a chance to call that out. Crushing grasp coming up. Crushing grasp.
Next delirium realm. If you haven't been down, go into delirium realm.
Need one more.
I can't find the portal.
Right by the boss usually.
We have an ad up. We had dread and hysteria at the same time. Okay.
So does it give you like a debuff or something that you can't go down again, like if you got thrown out, like in that same phase? Just trying to look.
Don't think so.
No, but if you went down the first time and you got knocked out, by the time the second one comes up, you still have hysteria on you. So if you go down, it's just going to stack even higher.
Yeah. And it'll knock you out a lot faster at that point.
Yeah. And it's better to rotate the people in and out, so some of the other DPS get down and that can benefit from the haste, actually get the benefit from it as well.
We just lost somebody from group 3.
That's fine. We'll leave it as is.
I must get closer. None can escape Nizal's grasp. Give in to despair.
Dread. 1, 2, 3. And summoners. Skull then X. Pretty good there. Crushing grasp. Dodge that.
Just be out of the middle.
Crushing Grasp coming up. Crushing Grasp. Chad, it looks like it's almost directly behind him.
It was in front of him.
Front, yeah. Dread 1, 2.
Grasp.
3. Get Greasy up.
No candy. Oh, he's already.
Missed that. It's alright. Nightmares. And add.
Sorry about that.
Grasp.
Right there.
Should we get the ads down? Manifest Nightmares.
2 circles up.
Delirium Realm and ads. Sure you get the ads as it Dreads.
I never got spelled.
Yeah, I'll let it expire. Just trying to heal everyone up. Delirium's Descent.
Too far away.
So I guess if we don't have anyone down there, it blows up.
No, nobody was on the third delirium portal. And it
Yeah, it was the one that the boss throws out at the top.
Yeah, so there's 3 that's put out. If all 3 of them are not covered, they will explode.
Yeah, it's just, it actually only does 100k damage to the raid, so if the raid's topped off, we can survive it, so sometimes we'll be okay, but if we have heavy raid damage like that, then it will take us out.
But it's best not to have it go off. 3 DPS down there, that's a lot of haste and a lot of DPS.
Yeah, exactly, and the tanks can't soak it, unfortunately, so...
Also need to try and still get a little better. Not getting smacked in the face. I know some people like tentacles and all, but
Not tonight.
Oh god. That was funny. I took 1 tick of the outer ring and that killed me. That was kind of funny.
oh yeah, yeah. The outer ring gets you pretty good. I put a bubble on Saren, I think, and it was like didn't even have a chance.
Yeah, cause I got knocked out, and as I was flying out, I leaped back in, and I just leaped to my death, basically.
Yeah, I tried to blink, but it was uncool. I got thrown in, I was like, oh, that's embarrassing.
Ouch, my pride.
Alright, tanks on you.
Apparently I got too close.
I'm out of range. None can escape. I must get closer.
Dread's coming up. 1, 2, 3. Basically how we want to do it. We gotta watch people's health.
Summoners.
Right? Summoners. Crushing Grasp.
Right by the second summoner.
Crushing Grasp is coming up. Crushing Grasp. Fear Realm. Dread. 1, 2, and 3. Crushing Grasp.
Coming straight through the literally the middle of the entire.
Manifest Nightmares. Crushing Grasp.
Right there, right in front of the boss. Tanks, watch
And
out.
make sure we get these ads.
Delirium round.
Delirium, make sure 3 DPS get in. Need someone in the front one.
I got it. Hero.
Yep, let's hear. Manifest Nightmares. Remember, as soon as that's done, heals, or the ad spawn, so we gotta get those ads. They take precedence, crushing.
Right here, next to the box.
Dread.
Delirium's Descent, get in those orange bubbles.
Need people in
A
those
few more
bubbles.
people.
Get Eve up. Crushing Grasp.
Ads. People in those
Delirium.
bubbles. Need people in those portals. You haven't been down, go.
We will not succumb to madness.
Last phase.
Champions, I will hold open the portal to reality for as long as I can.
Once we get up there, your stack should drop off.
Yeah, but we're still taking high damage right
Dread.
Manic. Oh.
That blew up the raid.
Did you guys try and dispel them at the same time?
That was a different, that was a new effect.
It was maddening eruption.
We didn't have him on the tear. Alright. Well, got to the last phase, so now we just gotta tighten it up. That phase 3 wasn't so bad that time. There near the end, it was a little hectic, but it wasn't terrible.
In the first part of that phase, we only had problems because half the raid was feared away from the Delirium's Descent.
So it looks like if you go down in the first Delirium Descent, your debuff doesn't expire until after like the third.
this will probably be our last poll of the night, so let's make it a good one. All right, tanks on you.
Approaches. I'm out of range.
Dread. You need to go slower on those dispels. Portals are up. One right to the left of boss. Crushing grasp. Make sure you know where that's coming from. Alright, let's get the rest of these ads down. Crushing grasp. Stage 2. Dread's coming up. Dread. 1, 2.
Grass.
Too far away.
Move him off the thing.
Did we get crushing grasp?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got crushing grasp.
Melee and the
Walk
tanks
out.
went flying.
Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened to us. Well, except on the normal, when it happened, we were able to run back in.
Yeah, it's pretty comical.
Yeah, if you're at full life, you can take one tick and survive. You can get back in time. But if you're anywhere less than full health, you're.
It was like all the tanks, both tanks and all the melee got thrown out. That was kind of funny.
So ready,
I
check,
didn't
ready
die
for
from
one
that.
more. If you want to do one more poll, ready. Otherwise, looks like a one person that says no at this point. So we'll go ahead and give it one more poll.
That try was a fluke.
Yeah. At some point, you know, you had to take a tentacle to the face.
So I look like a Japanese schoolgirl to you.
Yes, yes, you do.
Alright. Tanks on you.
And when you take a tentacle to fish, you gotta take it like a champ.
Oh God.
Knock you back a few feet.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. The end approaches.
Dread. 1, 2, 3.
Summoner's coming up.
Summoners. Skull, then X. Make sure we're getting the ads. Crushing grasp.
Next to the boss.
Make sure we get these ads. Crushing grasp. Dread. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 1 ahead and stack them up. Crushing Grasp.
Chill.
Right at the guy.
Alright, Dread's coming up. Phase change, and then Dread. One. Two.
Grasp.
Three, and Grasp.
Right toward us.
Going right through that. Make sure the boss is on the circle. Vulnerable, so pull him up there. Manifest Nightmares. Grasp.
Gonna come right behind the
that.
bar.
Get the ads down. Stage 3. Delirium's Descent, get in there.
Hero.
Hero. Manifest Nightmares. And Dread. Dread. 1, 2, 3.
There's an ad way in the back.
Yep. Delirium's Descent again. Make sure we get in those.
Get that ad in the back.
Messes out.
Let's get or
Got an ad. Couple ad. Grasp.
Crushing Grasp.
2%.
Getting that delirium.
Start using some cooldown. Oh wow.
Nobody was in the back one.
You gotta stand there for a little bit.
While I was standing there, I was dying.
That's gonna happen if there's.
Yeah, we had one of the other puddle thingies under.
Yeah, I got pretty unlucky on that second time.
Alright, kill team needs to go down. Go over to the Fear Realm. Group 2, 3 and 4. And start killing the ads. Crushing Grasp, make sure you're dodging it. Kill team, you guys gone down yet?
I'm working on it.
Some of them.
Some of us are dead.
Yeah, half a kill team's dead.
Yeah. Just making sure that we actually have people going down, that's fine. Crushing Grasp.
You got a res available.
Or I can make it, we'll just use it on whoever at this point.
I would say get healer up.
Get
or
the healer up.
Dark Pulse soon. I don't think there's enough DPS up here to break it.
There's not. The ow.
So on Heroic, that will just blow us up.
Yeah.
130,000 to everyone. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, that was a good productive night. We made, I would say, decent progress on Zakal. So.
We got down Queen's Court.
Yep, we got down a few extra bosses today, so, or this week, which is great. Thanks for coming, guys.
6 of 8, boys and girls.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yep. 6 of 8 in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Thanks for leading.
Sure.
It was really good.
Yes, thank you.
Question on gem slots. Can you have one primary stat gem? Is that what it
Yes,
Correct,
that's
one
right.
main.
I definitely need to get one of those.
Got a bunch of them in the bank.
Oh,
Hey, Sean. What's a good